Hi everyone and welcome back to SanaA's garden, and welcome if you're new here. I hope you all are doing great and staying safe. This video is a quick update on the bulb lasagna that I had planted in September last year. This is the fourth video in my bulb lasagna series, in which the first one was planting the bulb lasagna, second one was adding some more bulbs to it and also squirrel proofing it, and the last video, which is the third one, was a February update on my container. And now this is the fourth video on how this container looked in March. So if you haven't followed along, I would please suggest you to watch the previous videos. I will have the playlist of all these videos linked down below, and also you can watch the complete series of the bulb lasagna by clicking the I at the top of this video. In the month of February, we had our earliest bloomers, crocuses, glorifying this container, and they looked very pretty. And now there's a lot happening in this container with the foliages of pushkinias and also hyacinths. The containers are really filled up and very interesting with so many textures. Especially the foliage of a Dutch iris is adding a lot of interest with the grassy texture. And as we progress into the March, the temperature started to warm up and we saw some more crocuses coming up, and finally I think by the mid of March the hyacinths were up and they were so fragrant and so attractive. And once I saw the activity happening in this container, I moved it into the full sun area, and I was regularly checking for the moisture levels of the soil, and whenever they used to feel dry to touch, I used to water the containers thoroughly. So by the mid of March, the pushkinias also started to show up. They have these clusters of tiny white flowers with a hint of blue in it, and they are the shortest of all the bulbs, so I had planted them along the periphery of the container. So they sort of overhang the container with the weight of flowers, and that looks really pretty and adds a lot of interest to the container. As we are nearing the end of March, the tulips are getting ready and they are heavily budded up in one container, and weirdly enough the other container hasn't started to bud up the tulips yet. I don't know what happened, although both of the containers were treated the same way. The one container is now blooming and the other container hasn't started to even swell the buds yet. So on the last day of March, this is how the container looked with so many tulips blooming. These are double late blue spectacle tulips. I was kind of surprised with what they came out to be. These are the pushkinias, the tiny ones along the periphery of the container, and these are the double late blue spectacle tulips. I was thinking and expecting that these would be blue, but they came out looking more pink. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, nothing to complain about it. They are just so beautiful. I was envisioning the front porch area this year to be all white and blue, but this came out as pink, so kind of change in plans, but I think they are just too beautiful and I'm not worried about it. So this is how my second container is looking right now with the pushkinias and hyacinths in it, and I think the tulips are going to take at least a week or 10 days to start blooming to this capacity, but both the containers are looking beautiful. I am extremely happy with the results. This was my first experience of planting the bulb lasagna, and I was kind of scared that something might go wrong, and it did. Earlier, like after planting my bulb lasagna, the crocuses were eaten by the squirrels, but we managed it. We planted some more crocuses in it, and this is how the container is looking. I would really recommend to anybody wanting to plant bulbs in an interesting manner. I have had 2 months of continuous blooms now, and for sure I'm gonna have some more. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed watching this video and got some tips from it. Thanks for watching. Bye.